This is a fan-based parody. Star Wars is owned by Disney. Please support the official release. Welcome to Weekend Star Warriors.
Mimban? I've never even heard of Mimban.
No one has. And it is steadily growling at the three of you.
I growl right the back.
How do you wish to punctuate your entrance?
I am sufficiently intimidated.
We take this moment and shoot the shit out of all of them.
Yeah. I'm gonna go look at that pile over there. Pile!
You want to sleep on it?
No, I want to poke it.
I sit down with you two for 2 seconds, and now I'm involved. I just want to point that out. Okay.
I'm blowing motherfucker's head off now.
Okay.
Okay. Yay, me!
Pull out your bowcaster.
I have issues.
We rejoin our heroes as they are traveling across the cave lake, and McClaw has been regaling them with tales of his exploits on Tatooine.
Oh, so much fun.
How do you fit all those in your bag? Have you shot everyone?
Mm-hmm.
How many skulls is that? Where's your other?
Doesn't matter. I left the bag. I didn't care anymore. I was just in the bloodlust. It was so good. Oh, man, yeah. I was drunk off of it. It was great.
Yeah, I believe the bag is an after mission thing. He doesn't carry it with him on the mission.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if his house was made of skulls.
That'd be great.
Right, see?
I mean, his armor is made of bones. That's a start, I guess.
But you're missing the good part.
What's the good part?
I found a hut.
A hut?
I think his name was Bubba. Bubba the Hut.
Bubba the Hutt?
Yes!
Pizza the Hut?
No!
Liliana, you're familiar with the huts, more that your mother said that they're disgusting creatures that you should avoid at all costs.
Yeah. Ooh.
Your mom sounds kind of racist.
Well, when it's a race that is actually a horrible race.
So I cut this fool, and then after he was squirming like a dead flopping worm, I took this time to violently cut out his eye. And here it is.
Why?
Can you take that thing back, please?
I take it back.
Thank you.
Ping Pong, you just vomited into the lake. Are you okay?
Oh, well, I don't really like body parts on their own.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't either. I mean, I didn't vomit,
In the
but
body.
yes. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
But just give us a little tiny bit of warning next time. How about that?
No.
I suppose it sort of makes sense. I mean, huts don't have any bones, so you had to take something.
Yeah.
They don't have any bones.
I'm learning so many things today, and none of it is voluntary.
All right.
Stick with me and you'll learn anatomy. Which parts go to which bits. What part's squishy?
Do you happen to use technical terms such as cranial or caudal?
Nope.
Well, there's always time to learn. I mean, cranial is towards the head,
Nah.
caudal is towards the butt.
Nah. Take too long.
Okay.
Not important.
I was enjoying it. Okay.
Learn on your own time.
Okay, everyone, please roll for agility or acrobatics with a d20 and add your
Agility?
your agility modifier.
Ooh, 17.
8.
5. 11. That's with a +3.
You're still feeling nauseous.
Okay,
The eyeball.
a giant, you don't know what, rams your raft
So giant.
and capsizes the entire thing.
Oh.
None of you managed to hang on,
I went, wee!
and it flips completely.
Okay.
All right, so a massive, huge-ass, white, pale, sickly-looking water snake comes out. The size of the basilisk in Chamber of Secrets. That big.
Oh, my goodness.
And it is going to make an attack on the biggest one.
Jeez.
I'm really glad I saw you.
Do I see it? Looking at me?
You're
Yes, you
Can
see
I
it.
quick draw?
Not at the moment. It's going to make 2 attacks at you.
Okay.
One with the teeth and one with the tail.
Oh, jeez.
Rolled a 5 for the teeth one. It bites into you, but only does a little damage to your armor. It gets nothing but bones. And that is a 1. So it's going to swing at you with its tail, but you can grab on if you want.
I got it.
Okay.
Jeez.
Are you using your climbing claws or just regular strength?
I can use my climbing claws because I'm not using them as far as a weapon.
I suppose
It's using it as a tool.
Technically, but it is a
They
living...
use them to climb them trees.
Yeah, but this
Them
is...
big trees. Think about it.
This is a snake. This is a
DM.
creature. This
And
is...
I'm using it to climb. I'm not
Okay.
trying to kill it yet.
We'll do that.
I'm
and-
using it to climb.
Okay, we'll do that.
I'm not trying to inflict wounds.
Thanks again for tuning into Arguing with the GM.
Okay, I'll accept that. Now, let me see.
I'm just saying because, come on, like.
Negotiating. I'm sorry, I meant to say
Yeah.
negotiating with
Yeah.
the GM.
That's a good distinction.
Yes, negotiating with the GM.
Okay, so it takes
Just using logic.
1 point of strain damage from that.
Okay.
Now, roll for initiative, everyone.
Dun, 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 dun.
Over 20. Anyone?
No.
20 to 15?
Oh, 19.
16.
15.
10.
Oh, okay. At least you weren't.
At least it wasn't
You weren't in the
one.
single.
Yeah.
Hala is last just because she's an old lady.
Alright, you're getting better.
Yeah.
You're getting better.
So we're all underwater right now watching.
Not underwater, you're treading water.
Thrashing in the water watching him.
I'm climbing.
Let's see, Liliana, you're going to have to roll for intelligence about something.
I'm sure
Let
it's
me
fine.
see which. Here, D20 plus whatever your intellect is.
Okay, 15.
Blasters jam if they get wet, and you can't unjam it until it's completely dry.
Dang it. Jeez.
I like this thing.
You do have both your shock gauntlet and your knuckle knife.
Yes, I do.
Roll again, knowledge on the shock glove. You know that it works, but it will only work once
Okay.
for your stun gauntlet,
Okay.
but you have to be really close. You do have your vibro knuckle knife, which
Yeah, I'm thinking of using that.
you're going to have to
Get
closer to it.
Yeah.
So roll for agility.
20.
Oh, you get right up to it, and so now you can take a stab. Or
Yeah, okay.
punchy, stabby, slash, whatever it's called. Brawn, 2 plus 2.
Yeah.
Okay, auto 4 damage, although let's just say roll a d6 to see if you crit.
Okay. Nope.
Nope, okay. You do 4 strain damage to it.
Cool.
And next up is ping pong.
Alright.
Would you care to roll for any intellect? Actually, never mind. You're a water person, so you live by the lake, so you're pretty good.
Okay.
Even your bow works underwater.
My bow works underwater?
Somewhat. It's slightly limited, but you'd have to be pretty close.
Alright, so I'll try to shoot him with my bow then.
You'll have to swim up a little closer, though, since you were flung.
Okay.
So roll for agility, d20.
20 modified.
Okay, you get up nice and close and are able to aim and fire.
Okay.
Roll a d6 first.
D6, okay. 6.
Okay,
That's a
you
crit.
do double damage on it.
Yes!
Or
Okay, cool.
let's say this, you can either choose double damage or be able to restring your bow ready for the next shot without having to worry about dropping any shots.
Well, I only get one shot right now, right?
Uh-huh, but this is for the next turn.
I'll deal with the next turn then. I'd like to do double damage.
Okay,
10.
10 damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
You stinky little
Okay,
snake, except
you
for I
you manage to aim right above the water, cock it sideways, kill shot, there's a kill shot, and you shoot it right in the eye.
There you are, little snake. Now you can't see
You're,
us.
you're really good at hitting people in the eye, I've noticed.
No, even though I can't stand to look at them outside the body.
Okay, and roll for intelligence.
Okay. They're 9.
Okay, you know that when something is hit in the eye, it should feel a lot of pain, but this one seems to be doing all right.
Oh,
Well, it's just the first bit of damage.
good.
All right. Next up is McClaw, holding on to the tail. Actually, roll for intellect about your bowcaster.
19 plus 2 is 21.
Okay, you know that much like the bow, you would have to roll for making sure it doesn't jam as you reload,
Okay.
but it works okay underwater.
I would really like to swing at it with my blade.
Okay, you can do that. Normally it says disadvantage on the damage, but because you're clung right onto it, I'd say it's no disadvantage.
So piercing it.
Yeah, so go ahead and do a blade strike. Actually, let's do a point blank blade strike, because you are point blank to it.
Yeah.
Being point blank gives me a +1.
D6 just in case you
Okay.
mess up.
It's a 5, which is a crit, so that hits. Now I roll the damage, which is +10 for my lethal blows.
Lethal blow.
5, 10, +10 is 20.
Since my crit didn't work on the damage, can I elect to use it the different way? Since
Sure.
Okay.
We'll say that you auto-reload. Just for fun, let's say that you reload 2 arrows next time to
Okay.
fire.
Sounds good.
Zizix, your turn. Roll for intellect on your sonic blaster. With advantage,
Okay, thank you.
because you've had it a while.
First I rolled a 3, then you'll never guess what I rolled next to you guys. I rolled a 4. So total intellect is 5. So I don't know if my sonic rifle works underwater or not. I'm gonna guess it does since it's sound, not...
You know it works in water.
There, okay, thank you.
That's all you know.
Yeah, okay, alright, well I'm gonna drop...
You don't know how to maximize its potential or anything.
Yeah, well, of course I don't. 'Cause-
Oh,
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna draw my sonic rifle, yell, cover your ears, and try and fire.
Are you aiming...
I'm aiming wherever the snake's head is.
Let me roll for even odd. Even it's under the water, odd it's over the water.
Okay, see.
It's over the water.
It's over the water, okay, so, oh, this will be tricky, but yeah, so, treading water, just, alright,
Alright, roll for whether or not you hit with a d6.
D6, yes. Oh, I crit on a 3 with the sonic rifle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead and roll for damage.
rolled a 3 again, but that's okay.
That's 6.
Okay, you do 6
6 damage total.
Yeah, we'll just say that you explode the eyeball that's already been pierced with the arrow.
Ah! It's in my mouth! Again! Ah! I'm over here! How did that happen? Why?
Okay. Hala is going to roll to try and get back on the raft.
Because she's dying of laughter.
13. She makes it, but she can't do anything else. We'll just
She
say
can't
that.
turn it over or anything.
Yeah, she can't turn it
She
over.
makes it.
Her hand is on the raft. That's all. Liliana, your turn again.
Okay. Punch it with my knuckle knife again.
Okay.
Woo-woo.
In the woo.
In the
Oh,
boo.
I crit on it.
Make a boo boo in his woo.
Okay. Alright, next up. Ping pong again with 2 arrows
Alright.
to try and nullify the negative damage.
4, which is a crit.
Alright.
12.
Okay, you do 12 damage.
Yeah!
Stinky.
McClaw?
I swing. Still cutting. Oh, I do not. I roll a 1.
Oh no!
You drop your sword.
No! No! How deep is this lake?
You're actually towards the edge of the lake. It's pretty shallow.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Still though, it's gonna take at least a round to get. Probably.
Yeah.
Next up, Zizix.
Okay.
You could try to roll for intellect again to remember.
Sure. Why not? What have I got to lose? Oh, finally! 18, 19 total.
Okay, you know that it does double damage if it's fired underwater,
Oh.
because sound travels better through water.
Okay. Is the snake's head still above water?
A lot of it is underwater, so you don't have to aim for the head.
Oh, okay.
But let's see. Okay, it's below water.
Okay, so it like splashed back down. All right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm gonna duck underwater and try and hit it
Alright?
right between the eyes. Oops. So I double a D12 damage.
Well, quadruple it now.
Oh, okay. Well, that was 4, so 16 damage total.
Okay, there is a weirdly muffled, yet you can feel it in your chest, in your lungs, all of you. And it hits the snake and sends several of its teeth splintering out of its mouth.
Poor thing.
Which reminds me, I actually haven't rolled for the snake.
I thought
Yeah,
that, but
I was like-
I didn't want to be like,
That's-
teacher, you forgot to give us the homework
Yes,
assignment.
that is my
I thought
fault.
that, but I didn't want the snake to fight.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Okay,
not giving that snake a turn.
we'll just say that it was freaked out that something is clutching
Oh.
to its tail.
McClaw
Yeah.
gave it disadvantage. Sure.
Now, gonna roll 2 things for the snake. See if it.
It
It'll.
just got shattered to by a big sound wave.
Constitution.
Yeah, Constitution. We'll say that it survives.
Okay.
Dang it.
Yeah. It's still alive, really hurt though. And now it is going to try to fling McClaw off first. So let's see. What is your roll?
4.
Okay, so if it's 4 or over, I'll say that he flings you.
Okay.
2. You manage to hold on.
Yeah!
Guess it's lucky that his tail
Okay,
was
and
still
now
above
it's
water.
going to attack Zizix.
Of course it is.
Can I see my sword from where
Wait,
I'm
hang
flying
on.
up in the air?
How does
No.
it have to roll to see if it can get to me? Because I'm not. Close.
It's very fast and
Okay.
very big.
All right.
There you guys.
It misses.
Yay!
And it bites down on McClaw's sword and takes 1 point of damage from that.
That bastard has my sword now.
Yeah, it's now wedged in his teeth.
Okay, good.
Ouch.
Like a
where his
toothpick?
teeth used to be.
Oh, shit.
And are no
It's
longer.
wedged in its shattered, broken teeth. What an image.
Where am I compared to it? It said.
I think you're still clinging to its tail, aren't you?
Okay,
I'm just
so
on a rodeo.
How are you not more panicked about this?
okay, Liliana, your turn again. It's gotten away from you a little bit,
Okay.
so you're gonna have to roll.
To see if I get to.
what's it?
Yep.
It's way. I'm waiting for it.
On its way, come anywhere. Close.
17.
Okay, we'll say that you managed to get up to it, but you'll have to strike with disadvantage because it's right on the edge of your fist range.
Okay. Oh, that's a natural one.
Yeah.
Don't even have to roll for the other disadvantage.
Okay, roll again, just to make sure you don't get another natural one. Okay,
Nope.
you don't drop your knuckle knife.
Okay.
You just swing and miss.
Okay.
Swing and a miss.
Ping pong, your turn.
Alright.
I've never trained in water.
Got 7 arrows left.
Mhm.
I'll shoot another one.
You could shoot 2 if you want.
Well,
It worked last time.
sure, why not?
Okay.
Let's do it. Can I I don't suppose I'll be able to collect these arrows when I'm done.
Not necessarily.
Unless you want eyeball juice in some of them.
Okay.
Eyeball good, eyeball good.
We'll find you more arrows. Don't
Ew. 6.
Ooh.
Okay.
Natural crit. Roll for double damage because you're doing 2 to cancel out the disadvantage and
8.
8 damage.
Thank you.
Okay, you managed to pierce it twice in the throat. There is a lot of blood in the water.
This is really fun.
And
No,
She's vomiting again. I hope
Sorry.
we're far away from each other in the water.
I'm not much of a battler.
okay, so
I'm sure those. battles
McClaw,
won't
your
come-
turn
come
again.
up.
You can try to point blank with your bowcaster.
I shoot. I crit.
Okay,
Damn, critted with his bowcaster.
point blank.
No, so that's +1.
And
And it's lethal. Wait,
yeah,
lethal blows on any critical injury.
okay,
So yeah,
yep,
+10.
whatever that is.
7.
7 plus
8. So it's 8.
Yeah.
7, 8, 8, 16, 26.
Okay, roll for agility to see how far you got up to the head.
Ooh, 19.
Okay,
plus
you
14.
you make it
plus 4,
right
that's
to
a lot.
you make it
Wait,
right
don't
to the
have
back
any.
of it. It's trying to snap at you.
Am I straddled on top of it and then just go boom right in the back of the head?
Yes, you're straddled on him. Point blank, jam the bowcaster right into his cervical vertebrae.
Okay.
Fire, huge explosion of blood. The head pops clean off. Only hanging by like 2 or 3 threads from the front.
Decapitation!
That was a very large creature.
I need to sit down.
We're still treading water here.
I know.
Okay.
Don't sit down.
And you're basically treading vomit at this point.
I'm away from it. As best I could.
Okay, roll for perception, all of you.
Oh no. I'm sure that's totally
19
innocuous.
plus 21.
21.
11.
22.
I'm more
Or
cunning than
presence.
you, sir.
Cunning, yeah, okay.
That's because I didn't put any points into
13.
cunning. I put everything into my
Okay.
claws and agility.
Okay.
McClaw. McClaw hears a lot of splashing.
Oh yeah.
And
Ping Pong hears a lot of splashing, recognizes the sound, as something very similar to something on her homeworld, piranhas.
Jeez.
An entire...
Let's get
We need
out.
to get the raft
Let's
overturned
get
and we
out.
need to get back on.
Well,
How
you're
far
pretty
away?
close to the land. You
Okay,
can
yes.
try to swim for it.
Swimming for land.
Hala has managed to turn the raft over and is yelling at you all to hurry up.
Okay, we swim as fast as we can.
To the raft or to the land?
To
Which
the
is
land.
closer?
Whichever's closer, yeah.
Where's my blade?
Oh no.
It's in the head.
Now.
Let's just
Where's the head?
let's say that in its death throes, its head flew off and landed on the shore.
Yay!
And your blade is still wedged in its teeth.
Okay, good.
I pointed out to him, I was like, like a toothpick.
Okay.
Just shaking his head. Just refusing to engage at all.
Roll. Okay, everyone. Let's say you are 100 yards from the shore.
Okay.
Everyone roll a d20. Let me see who I put for movement speed. Okay, McClaw rolled a natural 20 and is booking it.
13.
Okay, McClaw not only manages to go all the way there, he grabs Hala's raft and pulls it with him
Okay.
until he's only about like 5 yards away.
Baywatch.
Okay.
In slow motion, your Wookiee muscles replay.
6.
I was just saying my shaggy hair.
Advantage because you're
Flowing in the wind
a
majestic.
lake Ewok.
And I'm the one who still 6.
Yeah. Okay, you're lagging behind, but you are booking it. Let's say,
I'm picturing you like paddling and then stopping every few feet to vomit.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. This is the worst thing I've ever done. Get out of here.
You smell
okay,
great!
you've made it about 36 yards.
Alright.
All right,
I got 13 total.
you make it 65 yards.
Out of 100, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What now?
11.
55 yards.
Who's the slowest?
Ping pong.
I go back to try to go get her.
Oh, jeez.
You could try shooting a little, but I think it might-
Wait, did we got targets?
Yeah, an entire swarm of 82 total. Over 80 piranhas.
Yeah.
Mim
Well, nice
piranhas.
knowing you, Ping Pong.
Thanks.
Sacrifice you to save the rest.
Oh
I had to take one for the team,
How
champ.
close are they
You
to
do
me?
have 2 grenades that you took from the stormtroopers.
How close are the piranhas to the people still in the water?
I'd say 100 yards right now.
How far did the piranhas move?
Oh, good question.
There you go.
Not very far. They were starting to swarm over some of the pieces of the dead snake.
Yeah, if we get out
I
of
bought
the
you
water,
time.
we'll be fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, so go ahead and everyone roll again.
Me too?
If you want to go back in, or you can shoot.
7.
I see them busy on the corpse of the other thing, right?
I think I made it. I got a 14.
Okay, yeah.
I got a
You made it.
7, which is 35 feet, and I would. So I'm like,
You're almost.
I'm 5 feet away.
Okay.
I got 17.
All right, 17. Yeah, you managed to make it all the
You
way.
just motor past me,
I was
covered
like,
in vomit. Why didn't you do that before?
So at that time, I'm grabbing my sword.
Wait, what if you use your puke as a rocket?
She like turning projectile vomiting and using it as a.
That's a lot of force for a little
Yeah, it is.
body.
Yeah.
What can I say?
It's
Okay.
like skipping stones.
Okay,
So wait. So
the
I'm still in the water,
membranas-
What do I do?
they're starting to get closer to you.
Okay. Gonna roll again.
Or you could fire. You still have your sonic blaster, which works better underwater.
Can I do both? I want to keep trending forward, but reach behind me.
Okay, roll a d6 to see if you hit.
Look,
Okay.
not even Michael Phelps could do that stuff. I don't know.
Well, I just rolled a natural 6, so you.
Okay.
Now we're gonna start throwing the F-bomb. Huh?
No, I'm cutting that out. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The guy.
So let's say you kill 90% of them,
Sweet!
and a bunch of them are suddenly splattered and floating.
Literally just like in Piranha 3D.
Yeah.
Which everybody knows and is everyone's favorite movie.
Okay.
Very specific reference.
Now, the rest of the piranhas are going to swarm on their own.
That's right, feast on your brethren! As soon as I get out of the water, I start doing that trembling motion dogs do when they want to shake, but they can't.
Yeah.
And then it just... Oh, did I just get that on all of you?
No, because that was over there.
And then I just walk up to you and go like,
Oh god, vomit! Oh god!
and then I go, on you.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Very
Can we
considerate.
please find a shower?
There's a lake
Roll
right
for
there.
perception. The lake is filled with blood and guts and vomit.
Right. You're welcome.
Oh,
17.
it's caught.
13.
So
Natural 1.
I got 17.
You got vomit in your
Okay,
Yeah,
all of you
I'm fighting.
except for Zizix notice something, and Hala grabs Zizix's shoulder and shakes it. He turns and looks, and you see that there are about 100 buff and angry-looking versions of the Mimbanite
Damn.
who you've met before.
I was hoping
Armed
that
with
you were
spears.
just going to say buff and it was going to be a party.
Same girl.
Spears and bows and a couple blasters.
You said
all aimed at you.
100 of them?
Yeah.
100 of them. Standing
More than
there
you can
watching
count.
us.
I put my arms up.
I join in slowly.
I'm still clutched in
I'm sorry.
her grasp, and I just kind of wave at all of them.
I just put my weapons away on myself, and I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm just like, I'm not gonna attack you.
Can I please have a shower?
Okay.
Everything's a matter
Personal
of
taste.
perspective. Yes,
Yes.
it is. Yes, it is.
I'm
So
just thinking.
these
I'm
aren't the
you.
people we're helping,
Kill you.
right? These are
I
the,
think they are.
but they also tried to kill us, didn't they?
Really?
No.
When?
What? No.
And what you escalate the situation in your head way before it happens.
We do. He said
Detectives.
he said they
No.
were familiar to us. I thought.
No. They are a bigger version
Oh.
of the little things that they were abusing in the bar.
Oh, so they're the ones who are fighting back. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, they are our friends. then.
Yeah.
So they're our allies. We just gotta be nice.
Yeah.
Can you handle that? I'm worried.
Are you asking yourself or are you asking
Yeah, I was like,
me?
Yeah.
I'm perfectly nice.
No. She handles herself better under pressure. I'm happy that
She
she
just
finally got it
spent-
together.
5 rounds vomiting into a lake.
And she
No
still
offense.
managed to shove 2 arrows in that
I
snake's
destroyed
eyeball.
90% of the piranhas. You're welcome.
You're
welcome.
It work.
I critted every time
So did
I
I.
arrow.
Boom.
We're just bickering amongst ourselves while these buff men stare at us, are we?
Okay.
No, I.
It's a
Hiya,
distraction.
Okay, so
Okay,
they're pointing their
Hala-
spears.
Hala says, "Don't worry, everyone. These are my friends. They're the Kawaii. Keep your hands up, though. They seem a little pissed at the moment.
Did we do
I
you
put
say
my other
I'm
hand up.
sorry?
Did we kill your god or something?
He looked at
Oh
me.
no. Those were actually pests for them.
Oh.
They should be happy, but they seem pissed. Let me go converse with them for a bit." She goes. They
don't like you. Why? Maybe they don't like you.
I think that's called projecting.
Solid burn. I reach over and very softly give Ping Pong a high five.
The arrows.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Just, it was a really good burn.
Told you they don't like it.
Okay, so they
Find out
are.
in a minute.
So Hala comes back. She's a little nervous. Yeah, it turns out it's not really you they're pissed at. They're kind of pissed at me.
What?
What?
What did you do?
Apparently, after my last visit, the Imperials decided to start raiding their villages, and they've had to go into hiding. They think that I led them here. The Kawaii actually had to orchestrate that entire cave-in that blocked us to protect themselves.
Oh, wow.
And they think that...
That is your fault.
Can I want to do? Is there an insight check equivalent? I want to know if she does know anything about how the Imperials actually got there.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a 3, so I don't. I crit with my sonic rifle, but what is plot relevance? It's fine.
We may be able to turn this around. You see, they were quite impressed with your work against the Mim Snake and the Mim Piranhas. And they're kind of asking me if these really are the warriors.
You know,
Especially the whole vomit thing seems a little out of place, as does the losing of your weapons.
Did we win or did we lose?
Last time I checked, that blew its head off.
Right. So, just because some of us have weak stomachs around giant blood pools, does not mean.
And carried secondary weapons.
If anything, it makes us braver because we fight through it. So, there.
See how they feel. Let's bring one of them in the water here.
Well, they want a bit of a test. You see, they were very impressed by what you all did, but they'd like to test the one that did the most damage.
Ah, that was you.
No, I think
Oh, that was him.
I thought it was you.
That was him.
It was you, 26.
Pretty sure it was the big,
26.
tall, strong Wookiee.
I don't need to be tested. Could I just have like a bucket? Anything.
Literally,
Hala asks, they send one of their number off, grabs a bucket of water that is upstream, and brings it back to you.
Thanks. I just stopped cleaning myself off a bit. Don't mind me.
I kind of like hold it over her like a little shower, just slowly tilting it.
Yeah. Not all of it. Wait.
I know. I'm being careful. You start whistling in the shower, just.
Please.
This is totally gonna help convince them that we're serious warriors, guys.
Hala is really getting a little nervous. I just managed to convince them that you are actually competent warriors.
When your fur is white, you can judge how you clean blood off yourself. I
love
want
it.
to be brown, okay?
Don't forget the vomit.
so they wanted
more
to
green
test
than
one
brown,
of us.
Yeah, they say they want to test the one who did the most damage.
Can we
got
have
one.
some respite time before we're in the fight for our lives?
Can I eat? I'm hungry.
And he has to fight about.
He,
I think it's only fair
She talks to them.
that we all.
They say they could speed it up a little bit. They could do the fight right here.
Why?
Because that is their way, and you really shouldn't question the people who are pointing weapons at you.
That's a very good point.
Or you should exactly.
If they want to do it now, we have one person do it, winner takes all, and then we move on.
Okay?
All right.
I'll pick him.
What? Hey!
They draw a circle. Their champion, a massive, let's say 8 foot
Oh my god. I'm 5'6".
Big
just
buff.
For context.
Kawaii, shows up, walks over to the skull of the snake, pulls out one of the teeth dripping with venom, and stabs himself in the chest.
What?
Hala tries to calm you all down.
Actually, I go, hey, your turn! You do that now. You go do that. You tough guy.
Criff you.
Let's go. Come on. Mister, I'm going to give everybody some trash talking after I shoot some fishies. Come on.
90% of the carnivorous fishies.
All right, boys. All right.
Okay, so Hala tries to calm you down. Don't worry, you don't have to do that.
Okay.
He
Wait, me? You took his suggestion seriously? What's the matter with all of
I thought it was most.
They're still
damage.
pointing spears at me, so I will.
He
This
did
is
it.
called repression, kids. I'm repressing my emotion.
He did it so that you would be on even footing. Because you are exhausted, he needed to give himself a handicap. So he has injected himself with some venom.
All right, so team, let's huddle together real quick. No, seriously, who's going in?
I kind of feel like you want to do this.
Yeah, you. Do you want to go in, McClaw?
Not unless you want to go in.
I very don't.
Ah, you want to go in?
No.
Oh. How about you, ping pong?
No.
Yeah, huh?
I am 5'1".
Fine. I'll go.
Oh, gee, that's so generous of you.
Thanks, buddy.
Shut up!
McClaw, you go to walk in. The elder of them stops you and says something. Hala translates. They say they want the Wolfman. Apparently, they were very impressed by all of the piranhas that he killed.
They want you!
Oh, you mean the thing you were making fun of me for, McClaw? Nice.
So,
Wait, shit, I have to fight this guy.
yeah.
I look at you closely in the face.
Until
I give you a big old grin and say, uh-huh. Have fun, boy.
All the Trandoshans are right outside.
Yay!
They
How far?
point blank.
Yay!
Man, I need to stop using shit so much. Now, who do you want to designate for corpse duty?
That was kind of enthralling.
I'm sorry, I will have to call your mother right away. I will have her.
Oh, no, don't call it.
I didn't even think that would work.
I think you sound like this, but really you sound like this.
Oh, why are you yelling at me?
Because I want to yell too.
Crit.
Right.
Hurrah.
Just
Eat it, dick.
Huzzah.
he drops his gun and holds his hands up, surrendering.
Too bad. I'm gonna shoot him.
All right.
Ruthless. Smash his fucking face! I have issues.
So I fart as I walk away.
It's in my mouth.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Thanks for listening to Weekend Star Warriors. I am your host and game master, John Ike. Star Wars was created by George Lucas and is owned by Disney. This game follows the basic rules of the Edge of the Empire role-playing game, and rulebooks are available for sale wherever books are still sold. The setting for this adventure was based off of the book Splinter of the Mind's Eye by Kevin J. Anderson. I highly recommend reading his various works. Liliana Emerald was played by Megan Cordero. You can follow her on Instagram at Meganda88. Zizix Math was played by Jeffrey Gardner. You can follow him on Instagram at Jeffa+. Ping Pong was played by Kat Johnston. You can follow her on Instagram at BirdieCat82. McClaw was played by Edgar Cuevas. You can try to follow him, but do so at your own risk. Music by Megan Cordero. Sound effects from soundboard.com. Special thanks to Mike Christensen and Nadisa Cuevas. Please like, subscribe, and review, and we will release the next episode in a couple of weeks. Thanks for listening, and remember...
Wait, shit, I have to fight this guy.
Yeah.
I look at you closely in the face.
Until
I
come
give
back
you
and
a big old grin.